This video will demonstrate how to set up access structures. So firstly we're going to go to Merchant and then eMetrics, and then from the access structure drop down we click on the list page. From here we can see any existing access structures that have been set up. We can edit by clicking the green tick icon and deleting by clicking the red cross. To create a new access structure we click Create on the right hand side. So firstly we give the access structure a name. We do advise that you give some thought prior to the naming conventions you wish to use on your access structures. Over time you may have a large set of access structures, and if you get the naming conventions right at the beginning, it'll make it easier for you to identify what each of those access structures actually represent without having to dive into it and having a closer look at it. So we then can mark it as active or inactive, and we can set some date ranges that it's valid for. Once we're happy with that, we click Save to create a new access structure. So now we'll see there's an additional 2 tables that have been added to the page. The first one is labeled as Product Rules, and the second one is Access Rules. So the product rules define which products this access structure gives access to, and the customer access rules define which customers receive access from this access structure. So firstly we're going to create a new product rule by clicking Add at the top of the page. So we can see here that we can either show or hide specific products. We can then filter that down by specific suppliers, manufacturers, categories, and optionally the categories below it, as well as a single product. If we click Save without restricting any of these, we will give access to all products, so we'll do that. So we can now see that this access structure gives access to all products. Next thing we'll do is add a customer rule by clicking Add on the right hand side. From here, similar to the product rules, we can have allow or deny rules, and we can filter that down by a specific role, a company, and optionally the companies beneath that in the tree, as well as individual customers. If we leave all these options blank and hit Save, it will give access to all customers, so we'll do that. So we can now see that this access structure is currently valid and it's giving access to all products to all customers.